This feels so good.
What's good? Even though you got one, I don't have one.
That was your fault. You ordered it.
Got a nice vibrator, but they ain't send me no
chair vibrator.
Yeah, yeah. Chair vibrator, because it wouldn't sound right. People like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what you over there buzzing for?
I think I'm getting the vibrator and shit.
Yeah, you don't go get that.
I'm talking about the chair. Oh, well, nobody made no compilation of that shit.
Go ahead and get you one.
People will do that shit.
Go on and get you one. Hey, I heard about. Never mind, I ain't gonna talk about it right now.
Yeah, that little sus.
It's about to go to the left real quick.
That sus video and shit. But,
I'm gonna share it too.
I bet.
I'll do my own reaction. Who robbed Jerry? Somebody robbed Jerry.
So, what is this reaction we're reacting to, baby?
Inside Grizzley'S. $500,000 jury heist. Ain't Grizzley'S a person?
Yeah, a rapper. I think. Yeah, he a rapper. And I heard. Yeah, I did hear.
Inside his some good. I don't know. Okay.
I heard. I think 2 is something. I think. But yeah, I don't be.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know faces and music
and shit like that.
I listen to music.
I mean, I listen to it, but
leave him alone.
You're doing a lot of crunching over there.
Because he's hungry. Leave him alone. He was minding his own little business, eating his food. We're eating for about 10 minutes now.
You go back and eat now.
See, you should have said nothing to him. Now he gonna be all over here.
Let's go ahead and get into this heist, baby.
I'm about to put my feet up.
No.
4 men arrested for a robbery in a local jewelry store are tied to similar crimes across the country.
Why y'all fuck with me?
Oh, you stole my shit!
What I steal from you, bro? I'm about to send you your money back.
Police say these 3 men walked into this Jarrett near
Why would you steal something you...
around 7 with hammers.
That's crazy. I just can't believe that happened here.
We checked their backgrounds and all 4 men are from Detroit.
They did what with
story
cameras?
that I've always appreciated was T Grizzly. Consistently good rapper. I always look forward to hearing one of his verses, but a lot of people I don't think know his full story. This is a man who was destined for university, but somehow ended up in Kentucky on the floor with a gun pointed to his head in the middle of a jewelry heist, right? He was trying to pull off. So this particular story covers his younger days when he was casing out robberies spanning across multiple different states, and this iconic moment when a dude confronted him after the fact to yell at him for stealing his Xbox back in the day.
You stole my fucking Xbox One, my fucking MacBook, my fucking iPhone. I had a wallet, had about $190 in that bitch.
Now we're gonna get into all this, but first, let me show you my song of the day. This is Oreo J. In order to understand T Grizzly's story, we gotta travel to Michigan, more specifically, Detroit. Everybody in America knows Detroit is a tough city. They've been through a lot. Severely underfunded, underprivileged, and its manufacturing industry got absolutely decimated. A lot of hardworking people were left with no work, no jobs, nothing to sustain life with. You could travel to Flint, Michigan and find out the water crisis over there where people were not getting clean water to drink and the government has not done a thing about it. Now the story of Detroit comes with harshness, and T Grizzly's story is no different, right? He grew up in a family of drug dealers. His mama was a drug dealer, his pops, his auntie, everybody around him was selling dope. But a lot of people, they see T Grizzly and they got him fucked up. This is a kid who was destined for university, getting accepted to major in finance despite coming from an environment of material destitute. Now just as T Grizzly was hitting that pivotal moment at the end of high school, his pops gets murdered. His moms gets sentenced to 15 years in prison. And shortly after, Grizzly gets a letter in the mail telling him he gets accepted into Michigan State University. But tuition is like 15 grand a year, and some kids that get accepted into school don't even have the option to go. This was a big opportunity for Grizzly, so he went for it. But he knew he needed a job. And as you guys know, in order to get a job, you need experience. But in order to get experience, you need a fucking job. So Grizzly heads up to MSU and invites one of his friends from his neighborhood to go up there and take part in some of the opportunities. And one day, this friend comes to him with 11 grand in his pocket. And Grizzly's like, yo, how did you get 11 grand? Whatever you're doing, I want in. Well, it turns out the friend was doing B&Es, which is breaking and entering. That's when they came up with this plan to basically ransack the dormitories on campus. They started systematically robbing these dorms for all their valuables, right? They take computers, cell phones, and whatever cash people had. And the great part is they did this while people were sleeping at night. Grizzly's a big guy. I don't know how he was able to tiptoe into people's dorms, steal their shit at night, like he's a fucking Grinch. T Grizzly and his friends successfully pulled off 12 robberies. By the end of it, they got at least $10,000 worth of stolen merchandise and nearly $10,000 in cash. But that's only how much the police recovered. Grizzly had about 40 laptops and 20 iPads in his room. But the police...
Peter Blood.
You recognize these guys? MSU police want to talk to them about a recent theft in North Hubbard Hall. If you have any information that can help, call MSU police, or you can go to their Facebook page to leave an anonymous tip.
Unfortunately, as they were planning to leave, the police intercepted them. Word got out quick that Grizzly was apprehended, so one of his friends ran to his dorm in order to grab the stuff that was stolen and move it somewhere else so the police would get off their trail. He moved all the stuff that Grizzly had stolen into his own dorm. This actually hurt the cops' case because it was tampering with evidence. So the police had to let Grizzly go and take a couple months to actually build a case and get some evidence. That's when his friends came to him with this plan for a jewelry heist, a smash and grab over in Kentucky. Now, for those of you who don't know, a smash and grab is exactly what it sounds like. You go to a jewelry store, you bust the display cases, you grab the loot, and you run for your fucking life. At the time of this story, jewelry store robberies in the States resulted in losses of $66.5 million just that year alone. God damn, sounds like it works. So Grizzly, who already had an arrest warrant for his prior burglaries, decided, fuck it, I'm probably gonna need some lawyer money. If this goes well, I'll be able to pay for that, and financially I won't be ruined. So his plan was to go with his friend to Kentucky. They set up in these apartments, they stole a car, and the place that they were targeting was called the Castle. Now at the time they thought it was a jewelry store. Turns out it was actually a pawn shop. But they had this whole thing planned out. They made a call to the police in the area and they told them there was a shooting over at a school. Get them moved away from the area. When the police headed in that direction, Grizzly and the boys in the stolen car, they went up to the Castle, which they thought was a jewelry store, but it was actually a pawn shop. When they get there, they've got hammers in their pockets. They go in, and this is Kentucky. It's like 90 degrees out, and they're wearing hoodies. So the owner immediately confronts them and says, why are you wearing hoodies? He tells them, oh, we're boxers, right? We're trying to lose weight. Smart move, quick thinking. Now, after a minute or two, nobody's doing any action. So Grizzly immediately grabs the hammer, smashes some of the display case, and says, let's grab these Rolexes and let's get the fuck out of here. But just as they're gathering the loot, they hear, freeze! One of the customers had a gun pointed directly at T Grizzly. Now, don't forget, this is Kentucky, so of course the customer had a gun, right? Of course he did. Now, it takes the police over an hour to come to the scene because they thought there was a shooting going on at the campus because Grizzly and them called them to tell them that. Now, Grizzly was found guilty of the botched robbery, and they had to sit down and do some time in Kentucky, which, by the way, the prison in Kentucky is terrible, bro. It's one of the worst prisons in the U.S. And after he served time there, he had to go do time in Michigan for the dormitory burglaries. This made Grizzly into the man he is. He took this life story and he made First Day Out, the track that basically gave him a career. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, is Grizzly's got some of the best jewelry right now. The grizzly bear piece, the Cuban links that he has, and that illustration of his downfall being because of a botched jewelry heist. And then now, he's got some of the best jewelry in the game. I just think that's a beautiful illustration. But yeah, man, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and I'll...
Yeah, gotta have a reason to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually not mad at him.
I wouldn't be mad at that. That's why I said.
I mean,
you gotta have a reason to do this shit. People don't understand like certain situations.
And I mean, like, throughout all of that, like, everybody always make it seem like, oh, you gotta go to college, you know, you gotta do this, gotta do that, so...
You're trying to do it for college.
I mean, it kind of turned a little bit, I mean, but hey,
can't be
ain't
mad
nobody
at
got hurt.
He ain't hurt nobody.
The stores and all of that, that's what they got insurance for. I mean, they gonna get that back. Yeah. I mean, now the college kids, that's kind of messy, because I was a college kid, you know what I'm saying? I feel the type of way, you know, like, take my shit. But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, at least he turned it around though and chose like, you know, to go down the rap route instead of getting out and going back and doing the same thing or whatever. So
Yeah, I have reasons for this. As long as you don't hurt nobody.
because some people
and
get
kill
out and do it
nobody,
all
you
over
good.
again. Like,
Yeah, you do it for a reason, a certain
got
situation.
out, did
I ain't
his
saying
thing.
do this shit,
I
but
like his pieces though, but
I ain't saying do this shit, but like sometimes you be stuck
I don't know
in
what
it.
he was going through at that pawn shop. It seemed to like it's
Yeah.
a bunch of people and you just gonna pull out the case and just pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about that. I don't know if they started off good by causing a distraction. You know why they go in there.
What happened was somebody had a gun. One of the customers had a gun.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, why you gonna go in there with a bunch of regular people in there at the same time that you about to? That should have been like right before they about to close or something like that. That was too many people.
Or early in the morning or something.
Because then you gave it the odds for other people to interfere. That's the same way he could have tackled you, whatever. Like, because there's other people that's more witnesses that have seen your face, like all of that. So I would have waited till it was like highly dead and they like the workers, maybe one or two other little people. That's it. No more than two people. That's not workers.
I would just apprehend them. That's what I would have did. Get out on the ground.
And see, then you're gonna do it without no weapon at that.
You don't even put nobody down or anything. Like, you just go in there and try to.
Like, the
get some
police
stuff
took a
and run
whole
out.
hour to come through, just stood there with the gun for an hour. Like, you better not be like, how did you not feel like you should have chanced that? I would have tried to chance that by that hour. That's a long time for somebody to be keeping you restrained for the police to come. Like,
You gotta know the right time to do it. You gotta case it out first before you do it.
I mean, he started out good, but and then like, how you don't know that it was a pun? You ain't winning, eh? Like you.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta case it before you even do anything.
You ain't
like,
even act like
you
you
gotta
was
look
regular.
around, see what's going on.
You could have simply peeked your head in the window and saw what that was.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like 90 degrees outside and you got sweaters and stuff. So I'm trying to lose weight. Bruh. Come on now. I promise you they was about to hit that silent alarm on him.
But he a big dude though, so they probably like, okay.
But he's tall and all of that with it. So it's like, everybody behind that. Not no 90-degree weather. Come on now. Come on with it now. Duh, so what you doing in this pawn shop? You need to be out walking. And if that's the case, not in here.
I know, right?
But anywho, that's my opinion. I mean, like I said, he was good at the beginning with the distraction, but they should have played that out some more.
Yeah. Yeah, cake. Really, dude.
He just jumped up in the background.
You all late?
You know what's that? Better late than never, ain't it?
But yeah, I hope y'all like the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
You hit his face.
And share the video, you know what I'm saying? And we will be out.
Give me my dog.
Peace.